presenting the adventures of Jungle Jim. Last week, Shanghai Lil made a second attempt to capture Lynn Chalmers, but Kolo and the girl heard the Batwoman's plane and hid in some leaves. Lil started a search, but unable to find them, she returned to the plantation, where she was surprised by Jacques Labat, who covered her with his gun through an open window and tried to make her consent to marry him. But Lil shot at the love-maddened French-Canadian who escaped in the bush. Then she sent her boys to bring Jungle Jim and the Reverend Chalmers to the altar. Jim offered resistance but was knocked out and dragged before the Batwoman, who ordered the Reverend to proceed with the ceremony. The thrilling adventures of Jungle Jim are pictured each Sunday in the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. The Comic Weekly, each page printed in full colors, is distributed everywhere as an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. And now we continue our story. Dressed in her bridal outfit with yards of mosquito netting draped as a flowing veil, Shanghai Lil stands before a jungle altar. A native supports the unconscious form of Jungle Jim beside her. On the altar is the Reverend Chalmers, two natives standing over him with red-hot irons.
Well, Reverend, start reading the wilt vows.
I will not go through with this, Lily DeVille.
Put on a new record and change the needle, Parson. I'm tired of that song.
Call it a song if you like. The theme will remain the same. I will not marry you to my friend Jungle Jim.
Doctor, I've left you alone for quite some time, longer than I originally intended. And longer than I should have, I can see that. I find your vacation has made you even more stubborn.
You are quite right. The way of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord.
Don't start those quotations again. I hate those smug sayings.
Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth the reproof shall die.
Enough of this. Get your little black book open and start reading the wedding service.
If I were to speak with the tongues of angels, or in all the languages of the earth, Lily DeVille, could I never make you understand that I will not marry you to Jungle Jim?
You won't, eh?
No.
Member?
Yes, sir, missy.
Maybe that iron you're holding has cooled down during this parley. Get another out of the fire.
Yes, sir, missy.
Ah, that's better. See that nice white-hot glow, Parson?
Yes, I see it.
Now listen to me. You'll marry Jim and me, or you'll never read another wedding service.
Even if I wanted to marry you, it's physically impossible.
What do you mean?
I am forbidden to marry anyone who is unable to make the responses. The man you call your bridegroom is unconscious. He must be in full possession of his faculties before any ceremony can take place.
On the level, Parson?
This marriage would not be legal.
Maybe you're right. I never thought of that. Thanks for the tip, Reverend. We'll just wait until Jim recovers his senses. But when he does, you'll read that service, or my man will use that white-hot iron, and you'll never read anything.
While the forced wedding is going on, Jacques Labat, who fled after exchanging shots with Shanghai Lil, is celebrating his triumph in the hut of an old trader.
Oui, by God. I tell you, Adolphe, I have fixed that Lily. She make fool of Jacques Labat for the last time.
Good for you, my friend. You are a man. Have another drink.
Oui, merci.
Continue, my friend. I'm anxious to hear what happened.
Well, and then, Adolphe, I ask her what she going for to do. What you think? What?
She say she won't marry you.
No, you are all wrong. She no say nothing. She knock over the lantern and start shooting.
You leave her.
Me? I emptied the gun into the dark house. Then I dropped to the ground and run into the bush and come here.
So, you think you killed the Batwoman, nicht wahr?
Mais oui, c'est ça. I emptied my gun into the house. All is quiet. I hear nothing as I run away. I fixed that Lily. No more she make fool of me, Jacques Labat.
That was a nice story, my friend. I am no friend to that Batwoman. I wish you had killed her.
What that you say? You wish I have. I tell you, Lily is dead. I shoot her myself with this gun.
You shoot at her, yeah, but you don't kill her.
How you know?
One of my native boys tells me he hears the drums announcing the start of the wedding ceremony.
When you hear that?
Just a little while ago.
Give me another drink, Adolphe. So that Lily, she have tried make fool of Jacques Labat again, eh? She try for play possum, by God. Give me that rifle and some bullet. This time I fix her for sure.
Meanwhile, back at the island hideout of Lynn, Chalmers, and Kolo, our two friends are making their way to the plantation to rescue Jungle Jim.
Kolo, you have no idea how I felt when I heard the Batwoman say she would fire if we didn't come out of our hiding place.
Yes, missy. Kolo, no. Me feel same way.
I had a terrible time keeping from jumping out of the leaves. And then I heard the shot, and I thought she must have seen you.
Yes, missy. Kolo think she shoot missy.
Well, thank heaven for that bird that got caught in the weeds. It lost its life, but it saved ours.
Yes, missy. Now we go save Mission Twan Jim.
Yes. Oh, I hope we get there in time. Jim mustn't marry that woman. He mustn't. She's too good looking.
Yes, missy. Twan Jim, him better marry missy.
I'm sure you mean that as a compliment, Kolo.
Yes, missy.
But that woman is much younger than I expected. Maybe Jim doesn't want to be rescued.
Oh. Yes, missy. Him no like Batwoman. Better we go save him.
You ought to know, Kolo. All right. If you're sure Jim couldn't be in love with the Batwoman, we'll go and rescue him. And Dad.
Yes, missy. Oh, look. Tall rock. Him stick up in air. Kolo climb up. Look, see.
Yes, do. Maybe you can see where we are, Kolo.
Yes, missy. Me. Take, look, see, and tell.
Well, what do you see?
Me see home of Batwoman. Something happened there. Fire. Much people stand around.
That must be the wedding ceremony. Oh, let's hurry, Kolo.
Yes, missy. Yes, missy. Missy, you hear?
Someone's coming along the trail behind us. Who can it be?
Missy, no be afraid. Stay here. Kolo hide. When Twan go by, Kolo stand at him, back with rifle. Missy, no be afraid.
All right, Kolo. I'll try not to be.
Who's that? Lily?
Please don't shoot. I'm Lynn Chalmers.
Oh, my God. Lynn Chalmers, the daughter of the padre, eh? Well, what you know about that?
Who are you?
Me, Jack Labat.
Then you're the Batwoman's man. You killed that boy back at O'Flynn's cafe.
Wait, how you know that? By God, I know see you before in all my life. And you know about Jack Labat? Me, I must be well-known fella, huh?
So I understand. You're terribly popular with the police.
Mais oui. They always asking me come over see them sometime.
What are you doing here, Labat?
I have little business finish up.
What kind of business?
Shanghai Lil, she want for the padre to make marriage with her and Jungle Jim. I go see about that.
Oh, no, you don't. Keep your rifle pointed at him, Kolo.
Yes, missy.
What happened here?
You're our prisoner, Labat.
Prisoner for why?
Kolo and I are on our way to see about that wedding, too. And we aren't going to let you interfere without breaking it up.
You break it up. By God, that one funny thing.
You won't think it's so funny when you see us stop the Batwoman from marrying Jim.
Listen, mademoiselle, you no understand. Jacques Labat no gone for to help Lily marry with Jungle Jim. Me, I go for see she no marry with him.
What?
For a long time I work for that Shanghai Lil. I do everything she tell me for do. I love her.
You love the Batwoman?
Mais oui, why not? I am man, n'est-ce pas? For a long time I loved that Lily. Then she see these young regime. Now she get married with him, and I go for put hand to the whole business.
How are you going to do that?
You see this rifle? It is what you call high power. It will hit the target from a long distance, n'est-ce pas? Oui. So when Jacques Labat get near enough to get him at that devil Shanghai Lil, I'm going for to squeeze this trigger and kill her.
Meanwhile, back at the Weird Altar, Jungle Jim has recovered consciousness, and Lil tries once more to get the wedding underway.
Silence! Well, Jim, can you stand up alone now?
Yes, I'm all right.
Don't be too hasty about recovering, Jim. Take your time.
Huh? What do you mean?
Shut your face, Reverend. Save your voice for the reading of the service.
Service? Are we married?
Not yet, Jim. You were unconscious, and I refused to perform the ceremony until you had full possession of your senses.
Jim's all right now, my dear Dr. Chalmers, so let's go.
But he has no intention of marrying you, Lily DeBrio. And I cannot marry two people unless both are willing to be united in holy matrimony.
What? Stalling again, are you? Well, you, remember, let your white-hot irons do a little persuading.
No, wait. Don't torture the Reverend. I'll marry you.
Well, you've really waked up, haven't you, Jim?
Jim, what are you saying?
You heard him, Parson. He says he'll marry me.
I can't let you suffer on my account, Dr. Chalmers. And this woman is capable of doing anything to accomplish her desires.
Oh, Jim, you can't be yourself. You don't know what you're saying.
Oh, yes, he does, and so do you, Reverend. Now, quit stalling. You're going to marry her tonight, so you might as well begin while you've still got your health.
I know what I'm doing, Reverend. It's all right. Doesn't matter what happens to me. Why, I haven't a relative in the world. But you have Lynn to think of. Lil?
Yes?
If you'll let the Reverend go free, I'll go through with this wedding.
That's all I want of the Reverend, the reading of the service. The minute he pronounces us man and wife, he can walk away from here a free man.
You hear, Reverend? Lil has promised to set you free. Go ahead with the words of liberty.
Liberty for me. Lifelong captivity for you, Jim.
I'll take that chance, Reverend. As long as you are free and unharmed.
Big-hearted Jim, the Sir Galahad of the jungle. Come on, Reverend, start reading.
Oh, very well. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the sight of God, and in the face of this company to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony, which is commended in Holy Scripture to be honorable among men, and therefore not to be entered into unadvisedly or lightly, but reverently, discreetly, and soberly in the fear of God. Into this holy estate, these two persons present come now to be joined. If any man can show just cause why they may not lawfully be joined together, let him speak now, or forever hold his peace. Jungle Jim, wilt thou have this woman to thy wedded wife?
I will.
Lily DeVril, wilt thou have this man to thy wedded husband?
Oh!
Reverend, Shanghai Lil, she's been shot.
Did Jacques Labat finally succeed in his revenge and murder Shanghai Lil? These thrilling adventures of Jungle Jim are dramatized from a scene in the Comic Weekly, the world's foremost supplement of humor and adventure. The big full-color Comic Weekly, which is distributed with your Hearst Sunday newspaper everywhere. In the Comic Weekly, you will find all the famous characters of the world of color pictures. You can laugh with Skippy, chuckle with Bringing Up Father, and roar at the antics of the Little King. And there's Toots and Casper, Barney Google, Flash Gordon, and the Katzenjammer Kids, and many, many others. Don't forget our date next week, same time, same station, for a continuation of the adventures of Jungle Jim.